my name is Omar Alani.
And my name is Robert Hollins, and today we're going to be talking about lockout tagout procedures for the Habitat for Humanity ReStore. The following sample lockout procedure is provided to assist Habitat for Humanity ReStore employees in developing their procedures in order to meet the requirements of 29 CFR 1910.147 C1 as adopted by 803 KAR 2.309. This procedure establishes the very minimum requirements for the lockout of energy isolating devices whenever maintenance or servicing is done on machines or equipment. It shall be used to ensure that the machine or equipment is stopped, isolated from all potential hazardous energy sources, and locked out before employees perform any servicing or maintenance where the unexpected internalization or startup of the machine or equipment or release of stored energy can cause an injury. Compliance with the program and standard. All employees are required to comply with the restrictions and limitations imposed upon them during the use of lockout. The authorized employees are required to perform the lockout in accordance with this procedure. All employees, upon observing a machine or piece of equipment that is locked out to perform servicing or maintenance, shall not attempt to start, energize, or use that machine or equipment. Lockout tagout is a horizontal standard, which means all industries must comply.
Definitions regarding lockout tagout. Affected employee. An employee whose job requires him or her to use or operate a machine under lockout or tagout, or whose job requires working in the area where such servicing or maintenance is being performed. All employees in the facility are considered to be affected employees. Authorized employee. An employee who locks or tags out machines or equipment in order to perform the servicing or maintenance on that machine or equipment. Clear. To prepare equipment by isolating and placing it in a safe condition to avoid injury or damage if equipment should unexpectedly start during the try step. This includes removing and warning personnel. Energized. Connected to an energy source or contain residual or stored energy. Energy isolating device. A mechanical device that physically prevents the transmission or release of energy. Energy source. Any source of electrical, mechanical, hydraulic, pneumatic, chemical, thermal, or other energy. Instructions. The document specifically prepares specific types of equipment containing such information as the energy isolating devices, presence and location of any stored energy, any appropriate procedure for lockout, supervisor's name, authorized employee's job title, and equipment location. Lockout. The placement of a lockout device on an energy isolating device in accordance with the established procedure, ensuring that the energy isolating device and equipment being controlled cannot be operated without removal of the lockout device. Lockout device. A device that utilizes a positive means such as a lock to hold an energy isolating device in the safe position and prevent the energization of a machine or equipment. This device shall 1. Only be used for controlling energy, 2. Be durable, 3. Standardized by color, shape, or size, 4. Substantially enough to prevent removal, absent excessive force, 5. Able to indicate the identity of the employee applying the devices, service and or maintenance. Workplace activities such as constructing, installing, setting up, adjusting, inspecting, modifying, and maintaining or servicing machines or equipment. Supervisor. The person appointed with the responsibility for the specific machine or equipment. Electricity. A fundamental form of energy observable in positive and negative forms that occurs naturally, as in lighting, or is produced, as in a generator, and that is expressed in terms of the movement and interaction of electrons.
Types of current. AC current. AC stands for alternating current, which means the electrical current frequently reverses direction. AC electricity is measured according to its cycles, with one complete cycle being counted each time a given current travels in one direction and then doubles back on itself. DC, or direct current. This electrical charge only flows in one direction.
Types of energy that need to be locked out: electrical, hydraulic, gravity, pneumatic, water, gas, steam, and static.
Types of lockout devices. Tags and locks. Tags and locks must be standardized in regards to appearance and size. They must identify the user, must be durable, and must only be used for lockout and tagout. Polarity cube. A polarity cube will identify the correct electrical wiring behind the wall to help reduce chances of electrical shock or hazardous releases of energy. Voltage meter. A voltage meter reads voltage in amps that flow through electrical wires or machines to see if the current is live or hot.
Sequence of lockout. Number 1. Notify all infected employees that servicing or maintenance is required on a machine or equipment and that the machine or equipment must be shut down and locked out to perform the servicing or maintenance. Step 2. The authorized employee shall refer to the company procedure to identify the type and magnitude of energy that the machine or equipment utilizes, shall understand the hazards of the energy, and shall know the methods to control the energy. Step 3. If the machine or equipment is operating, shut it down by normal procedures, stopping procedures, depress stop button, open switch, close valve, etc. Step 4. Deactivate the energy isolating device or devices so that the machine or equipment is isolated from the energy source or sources. Step 5. Lock out the energy isolating device or devices with assigned individual locks, stored or residual energy such as capacitors, springs, elevated machine members, rotating flywheels, hydraulic systems, and air, gas, steam, or water pressure, etc. Must be dissipated or restrained by methods such as grounding, repositioning, blocking, bleeding down, etc. Step 6. Ensure that the equipment is disconnected from the energy source or sources by first checking that no personnel are exposed, then verify the isolation of the equipment by operating push button or other normal operating controls or control by testing to make certain the equipment will not operate. Caution. Return operating controller controls to neutral or off position after verifying the isolation of the equipment. Step 8. The machine or equipment is now locked out.
Storing equipment to service. When the servicing or maintenance is complete and the machine or equipment is ready to return to normal operating conditions, the following steps shall be taken. Check the machine or equipment and the immediate area around the machine or equipment to ensure that the non-essential items have been removed and that the machine or equipment components are operationally intact. Check the work area to ensure that all employees have been safely positioned or removed from the area. Next, verify that the controls are in neutral. Then, remove the lockout devices and re-energize the machine or equipment. Note, the removal of some forms of blocking may require re-energization of the machine before safe removal. And lastly, notify affected employees that our servicing or maintenance is completed and the machine or equipment is ready to use.